We just celebrated 50 years of Adams Land Cattle Company, and I'm very proud of a lot of things. We're a data-driven company with technology and innovation, research and individual animal management. And we've got such a great set of employees.
One of the things that really drew me to Adams was the focus on continuous improvement. It's really every day, how do we get better? How do we challenge the status quo? How do we use decisions, process to make our industry and our business better?
Adams Land and Cattle is just a real good company to work for, really big in the community, just really doing the right thing when it comes to the cattle.
Because of the way our operation works in our back-running network, where we feed cattle all, at 85 different locations, EIDs are extremely important to us.
We went to individual animal management in the mid-90s and have ever since. So when we buy calves and drop them into either the feedlot or backgrounding, the next day they get electronic tag. We follow them from the day we own them to the feedlot and to the packing plant and get all that information back.
We're big on leveraging data to make decisions, to manage the cattle, manage the risk, and ultimately manage the optimal endpoint for each individual. And with that, big on beef quality assurance, human safety, and all of those things that go along with that.
It was the late 1980s. D. Griffin, University of Nebraska Clay Center Research, described the BQA concept to me. I told Dee, that's just what we do. So we formalized and documented the process. BQA has always been very important to us. It's just the right thing to do.
BQA really gives us a framework to not only demonstrate and show what we're doing here on a daily basis, how we treat and diagnose cattle, how we handle cattle, how we feed cattle, but a framework for the consumer to trust what, as an industry, we've built and done, and demonstrate that we're doing the right things every day that we're out here.
We have over 150 employees, and we make sure they're all BQA certified from day one of employment. From accountants to frontline employees, they go through BQA training. It's important for us to make sure that our employees are up to speed on all their progressive BQA trainings, making sure that we're doing things right. We want to be the leaders in the industry in that regard.
One of the other unique things to Adams would probably be how we poll and treat cattle. Back in the early 2000s, Bill Adams and a group of employees really were the minds behind how do we effectively treat cattle in a low-stress environment and ultimately put them back in their pen with their cohorts. So we can pull those cattle right at pen side. There's a mobile facility that has a processing chute, pharmaceuticals, our computer system. So this allows us to not have to take cattle out of a pen, drive them horseback to a facility and bring them back. It's all done low stress right at the pen side.
As soon as I stepped foot on Adams Land and Cattle feed yards, I knew for a fact that they did a great job with beef quality assurance. They care deeply about each and every animal that is out here. Day to day, they look at how they are handled, what products are being used, what feed is being used. Through the beef quality assurance program, I know for a fact that when I'm not here, that these animals are being cared for in the right way.
They're a feed yard that believes in educating the future of our industry, and so they conduct youth quality assurance trainings for kids involved in FFA and 4-H, and currently they're certifying over 180 kids each year in youth quality assurance production practices. Additionally, they have a little more background with the beef cattle aspect of it, and they open their feed yard up to the schools in the area to allow them to bring in elementary school classes to learn more about the feeding industry and what it takes to bring cattle from pasture to plate.
A lot of our consumers, they're not directly connected with cattle feeding or cow-calf operations or farming, so I think it's really important that we are able to tell that story and then have the framework like BQA and data to support what we're doing on a daily basis.
It's really an honor to receive this award. For all the employees to know what they're doing for the consumer and it's being recognized, I am so pleased for that.